You guys know I've done some airport horror story videos in the past. I'll link them up in the cards throughout this video and down below in the description as well, so you could check those out. But how do we actually get through the airport if you're blind or visually impaired? Let's talk about it. My least favorite, but the way that I usually go, because I like human interaction in person most of the time, is with a meet and assist. You do not have to call ahead and let the airline or airport know that you're coming and that you need a meet and assist. It does help sometimes. I've literally never done that in my life, and I don't even know if it would make much of a difference, because even if you do call in ahead, I have heard that some people have to wait a long time for a meet and assist. What a meet and assist is they are typically a person that is contracted out by one of the airlines or the airport, and they will assist you to your gate, and that is it. I've had a mixed bag of reactions with meet and assists throughout my life traveling. I do not get one if I am traveling with sighted people, like my family or friends or whatever, because I'm already with a sighted person. I can see pretty well, but I have trouble seeing the signage in the airports that point to where to go until I'm already like right below it. And I feel like with me getting a meet and assist, even though I have to wait to have one of them show up and help me, the whole process is generally faster because I am with another person who, for the most part, usually knows where they're going. Sometimes you can skip the line with them at TSA. That's only sometimes. I, however, have TSA PreCheck. I really love TSA PreCheck. It's the best $85 I've ever spent in my entire life. It lasts you for 5 years. You have to go through a background check, obviously, with the government. You have to be interviewed by somebody in a government office. They take your biometrics, pictures of you and your fingerprints and everything to make sure that you are who you are, and then you get your known traveler number. This is not a video about TSA PreCheck. I just love TSA PreCheck. I love it. It has minimized my time through TSA like 1,000-fold. I just love that I don't have to take off my shoes. If you're outside of the US, that might be a foreign concept to you. And I love that I don't have to take anything out of my backpack. So because I have PreCheck, I will be very, very vocal about the fact that I have PreCheck to my meet and assist person. I did have one instance where I was going to DC from Boston. The meet and assist person, I don't know if there was a miscommunication or what, she did not take me through the PreCheck line. And I don't know if any of you have been through Boston Logan Airport, but some of the TSA officers there are mean. Like, I was asking them, why can't I go in the PreCheck line? I have PreCheck. The guy, the TSA guy, not my meet and assist. My meet and assist was a lovely lady. She just got the one bit wrong. The TSA guy was like, your stuff's here in the bin. You're gonna stay here and go through this line. And I'm like, well, what's stopping me from taking my stuff out of the bin and going through the PreCheck line that's right over there? But I didn't want to cause a national emergency, so I went through. My point is, usually 9 times out of 10, good experience with meet and assist. However, there have been some bad ones. The one thing that pisses me off the most is that they will usually show up with a wheelchair. Now, when I request a meet and assist person, I will talk to the person at the check-in desk. I always check in online, but I do usually go to the desk when I check my bag, or I'll go to curbside and check my bag. I don't do the check bags ahead of time online and print out the thing, mainly because I need help with the stupid kiosks that they have there because I can't see, and then I never know where to drop my bag. So I will always go to the desk. They will also usually hand me a paper boarding pass, even though I have it electronically on my phone, but that's neither here nor there. When I ask for a meet and assist, I tell them I do not need a wheelchair. I want to walk. I don't need the wheelchair. I would rather somebody else use it who could benefit from it more than I could. And my rationale is I'm going to be sitting so much anyway, between being at the gate and being on the plane and waiting at the next gate for my meet and assist. It's a lot of sitting. I want to walk. And I'm not a slow walker by any means. I have been told by a sighted family member that I am a slow walker. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't really care. The whole airport process makes me so anxious. I just want to zip right through and get to my gate as quickly as humanly possible. But I also want to stop on the way sometimes and get a coffee or food. I will generally travel with snacks in my bag, but like if I see that there's a Wendy's or something in there, I want chicken nuggets if it's lunchtime. Or like a hot breakfast sandwich. I know that airport food is ridiculously expensive. Please don't come at me, but like if I'm hungry and I want real food, I'm gonna get the real food at the airport, especially if it's hot food. Like if it's morning and I'm there and it's 5 a.m., I'm going to the airport Starbucks and I'm getting a coffee and maybe a breakfast sandwich or something. 9 times out of 10, the meet and assist person will will bring me through TSA and bring me to my gate, and that is it. I have had exactly one instance where they have asked if I wanted to get something to eat or drink on the way. I will also always ask them to find a water bottle refill station because I travel with my 24-ounce Contigo that I obviously empty out before going through TSA because, again, I don't want to cause a national emergency, and generally there are water bottle refill stations right after TSA. For some reason, there seem to be like none in Boston, at least in Terminal B, which is usually the terminal that I leave from, so that sucks. Anyway, meet and assist. The main issue that I have found is that they will show up with a wheelchair even if you tell them that you don't need one. I have had one person actually tell me that I needed to get in the wheelchair. I asked him why he couldn't leave it at the jet bridge with the plane. He got mad at me and said that we needed to take it with us and that I was going to sit in it. I said no, and I promptly put my backpack in the chair instead. I'm not sitting in the wheelchair if I don't need it. That's taking away something that somebody else could use that I do not need to benefit from. I also had this one instance where I was transferring at JFK and the meet and assist person that I had, I don't think they knew where we were going. We got on a shuttle. The shuttle did not bring us to the gate or terminal that we needed to go to, so we needed to get on another shuttle to get to the proper end of the terminal. I am glad though that there is somebody there with me who works for the airport or the airline, and they generally 9 times out of 10 know where they're going. However, I've had a mixed bag experience with them. I am aware, of course, that there are other ways that you can use assistance at the airport if you are blind or visually impaired. There are apps for your phone, such as Be My Eyes, which is a volunteer visual interpreter service, or Aira, which is a paid visual interpreter service. Most airports in the US are free Aira access locations, which means you can open up your Aira app and ask for assistance from an Aira agent, and you will not be deducted your monthly minutes that you may pay for, or if you are a free user, it won't cost you anything because you're in an access location. They will usually be able to access an interior map of your airport. You can find these online or within any airline app. I usually will use the maps available that Delta has on their app. Usually they're pretty good, they're pretty helpful. They give you walking directions from point A to point B. I've just never used Aira inside of an airport. I just get so anxious when I travel. I really wish I was not like that. I'm fine when I'm on the plane, but it's just the whole airport process makes me so anxious, and I wish it didn't. Like, nothing bad is gonna happen. Everything is gonna be okay. I'm gonna get on the plane. I just wish it was a better process. Anyway, so what you have to take away from this video is that the 2 main things that blind people use when they go to the airport are a meet and assist person, like in real life, or they will pull out their smartphone and they will call Aira or Be My Eyes and have them give some guidance. Usually Aira is the best case scenario with this because they do have the access to the maps. All of the airports usually are an Aira access location, so it is free for you, and they are a vetted Aira employee, so that means they are paid. They have gone through background checks. They will not share any of your personal information if you're doing something sensitive with them, such as like filling out a sensitive form or something. So I would go with Aira personally, but that's just me. I hope you found this video enlightening. Please let me know down below if you have any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.